Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is all about racing. In this episode, we're going to take a look at a Porsche 911 RSR. I can't even pronounce this thing. The Mark and Weister WEC Super season of 2018-2019. Essentially, guys, this was a one-off livery commemorating their victory in the 2018-2019 season, WEC Super season. It was a especially long one. And they did it in a special black and gold livery. Now, to give you a little bit of information about the Porsche 911 RSR in case you're not familiar with it, this particular version of the 911 RSR was developed in 2017 to compete in the FIA LM GTE category as well as the IMSA GTLM class. Guys, this is not a rear-engine Porsche 911. This is a mid-engined Porsche 911 built to race. This car was discontinued in IMSA in 2022 and the FIA in 2023 in favor of the Universal and the less expensive GT3 category car. However, in the WEC season, that is right now this year in 2023, they are still running these cars. That will end in Bahrain next month. Now, the Porsche 911 RSR was developed by Grant Larson and built by Porsche. The chassis is carbon fiber monocoque. And the engine, well, you know all about that. It's the legendary Porsche M9780 naturally aspirated flat six mid-engine and has both rear and side exhaust. This particular model in 2019 does not feature the side exhaust. It features the rear, and we'll take a look at that. It has a power output of approximately 533 horsepower. So anyhow, this is a very, very cool looking car. It is very beautiful. It is very sharp. This is a part of the Porsche Dealership Limited Edition. Okay, so what does Porsche Dealership Limited Edition mean? It means that these cars were initially available at Porsche dealerships as gifts for their customers. Of course, they had to pay for them. They would contract a company such as Spark to make it. The boxes they're bigger than the usual Spark box that you see. They always feature interior graphics on the inside of the box and sometimes on the outside as well. This one does not. However, it is in this beautiful gold to commemorate, the WEC Super season that they won this particular year. And they're very, very cool and very desirable. Now, I mentioned that this is a one-off livery that they did, and they did this eventually to commemorate the win for that season. In the back, you're going to see an IXO car, another beautiful car in 143 scale. This is the same Porsche car with the regular livery. Now, what you can see that they changed is that the red stripes you have on that are gold on this, okay? You have gold mirrors, which I think are a really cool touch, as opposed to the black. And the rear wing is gold as opposed to black on the other. So essentially, it's basically just like wrapping the exact same car in gold instead of red. And guys, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking car. Very, very nicely done. Very attractive. Being a limited edition car, it's always kind of fun to have one that's limited edition. So they didn't make 10,000 of them. And it's even better when it tells you that you've got 1,183 out of 2,019 cars. So there's only 2,019 cars that look just like this out there. Now, IXO does make this exact same model in this color. I have that as well, and there's probably 10,000 of them out there. But anyhow, this is not an IXO. This is a Spark. This is badass looking. This is gorgeous. And I got to tell you, the more you look at this, the more you love it. Now, you know me, I'm a detail guy. And when it comes to details, this is what I like about these cars. Now, this particular car, the grille is inlaid, very nicely done. All your fog lights, your headlights. I mean, guys, this is 118 scale detail and 143 scale. It is exceptional. The color of the gold just glimmers. It's gorgeous. Nicely done front. Interior details are exceptional Spark quality. Everything you'd expect you get. If you take a close look in there, you can see some of the steering wheel, the seat, and some of the other details. Really, really cool. This being a rear engine car, as I turn this around, you're going to notice that they have these air vents way up here and not way back here, because this is where the engine is. They did that to make room for this big-ass rear diffuser that you have right there. So by moving the engine up, they can put this big old diffuser in here, give it a lot more downforce than what another or normally get. I love the flat back finish on the back of it. The red taillights look exceptional. and then throw the gold in, and it's really, really hot. You've got your rear rear tailpipes here with the aluminum heat shield on there, your tow hook, and everything is nicely done in carbon fiber trim. Guys, this is a beautiful car. It is just absolutely exceptional. The aerials are really, really cool. You even have the pitot tube on the top, as most every Porsche does. And whenever you see one of these cars in pit lane, they attach what is called an air jack tube into this little port you see here on the B-pillar of the car. This forces the car, the air jacks, to elevate the car so they can work on it. And they have a little tiny tab you can barely see here that when they pull the air jack out, if it doesn't drop to the ground, they can pull on that little tab and it drops it automatically so they can proceed to get off and race. It is just one of the cool little neat details that you see on a Spark car that you don't see on many others. Anyhow, before I check off and close this, I thought you may want to take a look at the top of the car, which we don't often do. And there you can see Porsche Marken 2019 White Meister. That's commemorating their championship for the WEC Super season that ran through 2018 and 2019. Remember, COVID interfered with things. I think that had a lot to do with this. But anyhow, that concludes this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.